Week 14 of the NFL, and we'll see Brock Bowers. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Buccaneers. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Londoners, they come in playing some decent football. 5-3 in their last 8 games. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So the Bucs getting ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Baker Mayfield leading them out in his 2nd season as a Buccaneer and his 7th overall.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Mayfield looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Gets past 1 man. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back. And
he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Bucs offense and veteran receiver Mike Evans headed back onto the field. And he's right up there amongst the league's best when it comes to racking up receiving yards this season. Currently ranked. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff now to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 81 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Again, Goff. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Goff now looks to throw.
He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now it's Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown!
Jacoby Myers.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Dreadnoughts have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole that leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down.
Mayfield.
He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll try and run here with Irving.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
What's that? What's that?
There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. In motion right is Evans. Throwing, Mayfield. Now they go screen, it's complete. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Alert, 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 alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Baker going to give it to Irving. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And that's going to be incomplete. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And that is incomplete here.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Mayfield. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Escaping the... Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Oh, this is blocked. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now Goff. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Goff. Open man is Myers.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now 2nd and 3. Algier going straight ahead.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
To throw is gone.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Here's Goff.
That is caught.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Now Goff.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Goff. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Myers. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in this first half. That's already 7 catches for him now, and we've yet to hit halftime.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Mayfield now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he goes out right around the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
This offense back to work now late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
That's to Bowers once again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Brock Bowers.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
and that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. Josh Reynolds, a touchdown reception.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Visiting Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dreadnoughts offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man right side, Myers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Dreadnoughts.
Goff now looks to throw.
Pass complete right side to Bowers.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing again is Goff.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
Touchdown! Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Dreadnoughts go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. That time a 6-play drive.
Buccaneers 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Buccaneers offense and their running back, Bucky Irving, getting ready to go back to work. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, here's Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now it's Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To throw, Mayfield. Throw out right, it's brought in by Otten. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Joey Bosa coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
for the Buccaneers field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Goff now looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Levante David. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
From the 44, Mayfield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Back now in Tampa as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Goff.
Dumps this one off to Algier.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st. To the air again. Goff. Flush to his right.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Here's Goff. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Now Goff. Flushed out right.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Eluding the pressure right. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Hey, go.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Algier is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw is Goff. And it's caught. Touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Dreadnoughts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Mayfield now.
And there's a short one taken in by Otten. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Mayfield looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
In motion left, Godwin.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. 27 yards.
And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset.
2nd down and 6 now. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Algier with another carry.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Goff. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They give to Algier on the option.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Algier now up the middle. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync.